Hello everybody, hope you're all well today. I know that this has possibly been one of the most demoralising back to schools the market has experienced, and that you'll have had some really challenging situations, perhaps more frequent or more difficult, that you've had to deal with your customers. So it's not the time that you want to be hearing about price increases and let's get ready for the next back to school, but it's got to be done. Jamie wrote to you all yesterday, so please check your inboxes if you haven't seen his letter about our price increases. But in it, you'll have seen that for next year's forward orders placed before the 3rd of December and immediate orders required to the end of the year, we'll be putting in a low price increase effective from the 1st of October. You'll know that we're under huge pressure with pricing inflation, particularly with shipping costs. But we also see that the experiences many of you have endured this year might have left you wondering why you even place your orders so early each year. But I promise you there would have been so much more chaos if you hadn't. And so we're wanting to do absolutely everything we can to take the heat off the impact of the price inflation that we're seeing with how we're managing prices to the end of the year. A low price increase now so you can place your forward orders boldly, with confidence, knowing that you've mitigated what could be a much more significant rise from January, when we will very likely need to nudge prices across different product categories according to the input cost rises that we're seeing as we get nearer that time. I mean, economists say that inflation can be a bit of a self-fulfilling prophecy as price setters try to get ahead of it, and it might be looking like we're a bit behind it. But we really want to share the burden of this effect we're seeing and not just pass it through. And we will have a better view on next year in another month or two. So I hope that makes sense to you all. You can rewind it if you need to hear that again in terms of the dates. But hopefully you can see that we're really trying to ease the strain of cost rises in return for you booking your 2020 requirements strongly before the 3rd of December. In other news, it was great to see such a flurry of appointments being made for the Schoolwear Show after last week's video. So for those of you who are appointment skeptics, I think it is really worth considering. If you've been running appointments in your own business, in your own retail environments, then you might see the benefits. But if you haven't, maybe you've done a parents' evening post-COVID, and I can tell you those things have transformed. And the efficiency with which you can get round to see everyone without waiting around, without awkward pushing in or queuing, or aimlessly doing circuits of a sports hall. I think the set time as well really focuses the mind on the important things that need to get discussed. So I know I don't mind parents' evenings anymore, actually. So I do think it'll make it a really effective way, because don't forget the show is only 2 days this year. So there'll be a lot of people to hopefully see. So get booking if you haven't already, and I will speak to you again soon as we count down to what is our first in-person market event for 2 years. So take care, and I shall see you soon.